Hi, my name is Callie. I'll be your student nurse today from South University. I'm here to do a head-to-toe assessment on you, okay? Patient looks comfortable. She's in no signs of distress. Looks dressed appropriate for the situation. Looks well groomed. There's no smell or odor coming off of her. And can you tell me your name and your date of birth?
Ashley Bramer, January 1st, 1989.
Okay. She appears a stated age. Do you know why you're here?
Yep. For head-to-toe assessment.
Okay, and where are we?
The hospital.
Okay, and what day is it?
Friday.
Okay. Patient is alert and oriented ×3. Before we get started, do you have any allergies that I need to know about?
No.
Okay, and do you have any pain today?
Yeah, my lower back's been hurting me a little bit.
Okay, what makes it worse?
Hunching over for long periods of time.
Okay, and what kind of pain is it? How does it feel?
Like a dull throbbing pain.
All right, and is it radiating anywhere up into your back or down your legs?
Just a little bit on my back, but not horribly.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt, how would you rate it?
Probably about a 3.
Okay. And is there any time of day that it's worse?
No.
And when did this start?
Probably a couple months ago.
Okay. So it's mostly just when you're sitting hunched over and
Yeah.
it's hurting. Okay. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start with your head and I'm gonna work my way to your toes, okay? Let's start with the scalp. Scalp looks symmetrical. There's no lumps or masses. Hair looks evenly distributed. There's no lesions, no signs of bugs. Okay, you can sit up. All right. Skin is nice and dry, no moisture. It's warm. I'm just going to run a cranial nerve test on you. Okay. So can I have you close your eyes? Okay, and now open up your eyes and raise your eyebrows. Smile for me. Show your teeth. Okay, and puff out your cheeks. Cranial nerve 7 is intact. Now close your eyes and I'm going to touch you a couple places on your face.
Okay.
And just tell me where I'm touching you, okay?
Forehead. Chin. Right cheek. Left cheek.
Okay, cranial nerve 5 is intact. I noticed that you have a little mole there. It looks symmetrical. The borders are clear and even. Diameter is less than 1 millimeter. The color is even throughout and it's slightly raised. If you notice any changes with that, just tell your doctor, okay? The pupils are equal and round. I'm just gonna test your pupillary constriction. Just look straight ahead for me, okay? Okay, there's direct and consensual constriction in each eye. Just watch my pen light as I bring it closer to you, okay? And accommodation was present, so pupils are equal, round, react to light, and accommodate. I'm just gonna take a look in your mouth. Alright, can you open up for me, please? Oral mucosa is intact. Teeth look evenly distributed and white. Gums look nice and clear, no signs of swelling. Can you stick your tongue out and say ah for me? Ah. Alright. Uvula raises midline, protrudes midline, and the tonsils are graded at a 1+. They're normal. Alright, now I'm going to just move on. I'm going to palpate your carotid artery. Okay, I'm going to grade that as a 2+ bilaterally. I'm also going to auscultate the carotid artery for sounds of bruise. When I place the stethoscope on you, could you please breathe in and then exhale and hold your breath after that, okay? I'm using the bell of my stethoscope. Alright, and on the other side. Okay, there is no swishing sound, so no signs of bruise. Continue down. Skin temperature is even throughout. There's no moisture. Palpating the brachial pulse. Graded at a 2+ bilaterally. And radial pulse. 2 plus bilaterally. Also, that means that they're not weak and thready or bounding. I'm just going to take a look at your nail beds. All of the nail beds are intact. They look well groomed and maintained. Capillary refill is instantaneous, under 2 seconds. There's no apparent signs of clubbing. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a listen to your heart using the diaphragm of my stethoscope. I'm gonna go to the second intercostal space. This is the aortic area. S2 sounds are heard loudest here. Going over to the left side, this is the pulmonic area. S2 sounds are still heard louder here. Going down one spot to Erb's point. This is where I would hear any signs of murmurs. Going to the fourth intercostal space, this is the tricuspid area. S1 sounds are heard loudest here. And this is the mitral area. S1 sounds are loudest here. I would also listen here for 60 seconds for the apical pulse. And then I would use the bell of my stethoscope and go back up the same way that I came. All right. Now I'm gonna listen to your breath sounds.
Okay.
Just breathe in deeply and then exhale deeply as well, okay? Each time I move the stethoscope. All right, second intercostal space. Okay. All right. Okay, you can breathe normally now, okay? Okay, just have you displace your breast for me. All right, now I'm gonna move to the back. And listen as well on the back. Can you breathe in normally for me? I mean, deeply for me, please. Thank you. You can breathe normally now. And one more time. All right. There are no adventition sounds like crackling or wheezing. Can I just have you lean forward for me, please? And check the spinal alignment. Spine is midline in the body. There's no signs of curvature or scoliosis. Just gonna hit you really lightly back here. Did you feel anything there? Again, did you feel anything there? Okay, costovertebral angle test is negative. The AP diameter is 1:2 ratio. And I'm just gonna have you lay back, and I'm gonna check out your abdomen, okay? All right, I'm gonna lift your shirt up. Pull your pants down a little bit. All right. The contour of the abdomen is flat. There's a couple nevi on here. Again, they're symmetrical. The border is clear and concise. Color is even throughout. All of them are less than 1 millimeter, and some are slightly elevated. Again, if any of these changes, just tell your doctor, okay? Her umbilicus is pierced. It's midline with the body. There's no signs of infection in the piercing or crusting. All right. I'm next gonna listen to your abdomen in each quadrant. I listen first because I don't want to make any sounds while I percuss and hear those when I auscultate. All right, I'm starting in the right lower quadrant. Okay, vowel sounds are present in each quadrant. Now I'm going to percuss. Okay, timpani was heard in each 4 quadrants. In the right upper quadrant, sometimes I might hear dullness because of the liver. Now I'm just going to palpate. In the right lower quadrant, this is where the right ovary is and the right ureter. In the right upper quadrant, this is where the liver, the head of the pancreas, and the gallbladder is. I shouldn't feel any organs or masses when I'm doing a light palpation. In the left upper quadrant, this is where the body of the pancreas and the stomach is located, and then the left lower quadrant is where the left ovary and the left ureter is. All right, and there were no presence of lumps or masses, so there is no pillow here, so I'm just gonna have you sit up. Okay, JVD is negative. All right. Now I'm just going to continue down on your legs. There's no signs of bruising or scratches. Skin color is even and equal. Skin temp is equal throughout. Popliteal pulses I'm grading at a 2+. They aren't weak, thready, or bounding. The posterior tibial pulse is graded at a 2+. It's not weak or bounding. And then the dorsal pedalis is also graded at a 2+. There's no apparent signs of edema. There is a big scratch on her leg over here. What happened for you to get that?
It's a rope burn from climbing a rope.
Oh, okay. Were you just working out?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And a couple of little scratches right here. Capillary refill is instantaneous with the toes. It comes back in less than 2 seconds. Nail beds again look intact, well groomed and maintained. I'm just going to do the Babinski test. Just here. Okay. Babinski test is negative. Now I'm just going to have you stand up for me. All right, can I have you close your eyes? I'm just gonna have you stand here for 20 seconds. I normally have her stand here. I watch for her to sway. This is the Romberg test. And after 20 seconds, test is negative. Now can I have you walk to the door for me with me? Okay. Patient has a steady gait. No signs of shuffling or anything like that. And that concludes our head to toe assessment.